विश्ववेद स्वस्ति नस्ताक्षो हरिष्ठनेमिः स्वस्ति न बृहस्पतिर्ददातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ अग्ने नय सुपथराये अस्मान् विश्वानि देववयुनानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज्जुहुराणमेन भो इस्तान्ते नम भुक्तिं विदेम ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ आब्रह्मन् ब्राह्मणो ब्रह्मवर्चसी जायताम् आराष्ट्रे राजन्यः शोरशब्दव्याधि महारथो जायताम् दोग्ध्रीं धेनुर्वोढान्नड्वान् आसु सप्तिः पुरन्त्यप्योषा जिष्णो रथेस्थः सभेयो युव अस्य यजमानस्य वीरो जायताम् निकामे निकामेन पर्जन्यो न वर्षतु फलवत्यो न भोषधयः पच्यन्तां योगक्षेमो न कल्पेताम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणचक्षुः स्तोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वो ब्रह्मोपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मामा ब्रह्म निराकरोतु अनिराकरणम् अस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ओम नमस्ते
Beautiful. Shuklam Vishnu Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannapadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye Agajanana Padmarkam Gajanana Maharnisham Anekadam Tam Bhaktanam Ekadam Tam Upasmahe Jnananandamayam Devam Nirmalaspatikakrutim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe Krishnam Kamalapatraksham Punyasravanakirtanam Vasudevam Jagadyonim Navami Narayanam Harim Devi Prapannarti Hare Prasida Prasida Mataha Jagatokhilasya Prasida Visveswari Pahi Visvam Tvamishwari Devi Characharasya Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Matrurupena Samsthita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha Om Jayanti Mangalakali Bhadrakali Kapalini
दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा दात्री स्वाहा स्वदा नमोस्तुते जयत्वं देवी चामुण्डे जयद्भूतार्तिहारिणी जय सर्वगते देवी कालरात्रि नमोस्तुते मधुकैटभविद्रावे विधातृवरधे नमः रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जयि.
So we are now to start our Durga Saptasati session. We have all gone through Durga Parameswari's worship. It's called Durga Navaratri or Devi Navaratri. So many goddesses have got their preferences and have got their worship done by all people because she is one connected to mankind, animal kind, and Prakriti, and she is always the one who will provide removal of difficulties. Durge Durgarti Nasini. Ammavaru, the Arti, whatever be the intensity, whatever be the attribute for that kind of durgatvam or difficulty or arti or rogam or human problems. So human beings are never free. They have one or the other thing pestering them, and therefore the arti that a human being would be. And another point is, as you all know, as we all know, that the most depending baby born in the world is the only human baby. See, human babies are never able to do anything by itself, unlike the animals. But among animals, the giraffe is an interesting animal. She's a big, when the moment the mother giraffe delivers the baby, it is just want the baby born just then to become active. So it gives 3 kicks to the baby falling at distances, and the third kick is eligible enough for the baby to stand up and start coming for food, to suckle the milk and so on. So imagine the Paramatma, Jagadishwari has given so many ways how the baby becomes independent. But human baby requires minimum 2 years or even more or less than that around, until the kai kalu becomes available for them to use. When once the baby picks up the eligibility, ability and strength in the kai kalu, it is hard to catch the baby. So you imagine, that's why she is providing that kind of live victory, because human baby is horizontal, but it takes little more time to become perpendicular and to become erected. So again, 6 months or something like that to be able to make the baby stand, and when once it stands, it falls down and picks up. So you observe, for all these kind of changes, jayate, parinamate, vardhate, mriyate cha, for all these 4 types of changes, Ammavaru is behind us, because Yadevi Sarvabhuteshu Matrurupena Samsthita. See, it is mother who is the first teacher, and therefore she is Durga Parameswari or Rajarajeswari or whatever name you give, all is Shakti. That's why Shakti is the general word, which will be the addition to come and join the Purusha or the Vastu. That's why Shankaracharya says, Siva Shaktya Yukto Idi Bhavati in Saundarya Lahare. While Hayagriva Maharshi ends the glory of Lalita Parameswari with the last name as Siva Shakti Eka Swarupini Lalitambika Sri Mata. So look at that kind of education that we have been given by our rishis, who are very, very great, because tapassu, dharmam, they are having that as a prime course of their life, apart from other human necessities and needs that they attend to their own body. Mangala, Kali, Bhadrakali, and Kapalini. The Kapalini tells you she is attached to the bhaktas, although the bhaktas leave the world, leave the body, but she will be always taking hold of the Kapalam, the skull, because you see Rundamala Vibhushitaya Namo Namaha, Rundamala Bhushitaha Shivaha, or Kapalin. So like that you see that still they are all attached to all bhaktas. No bhakta, however he is, can never continue to remain upon the earth. Earth is only a temporary halt, a traveler's bungalow where people can come, stay and go. Pasyan Janmani Surya. Surya Bhagavan looked so many people taking birth, living their life, and also departing, all that. And it is also said, for those people who were to die in Kasi or remember Kasi when they die, then Parameswara will take that old man into his folds, and then it is very hard. So the Parvati Devi comes and comforts the baby, or fanning with her own mantle of the sari. So like that, people are imagining that Parvati and Parameswaras are there to be the Bhakta Palana. And sometimes Shiva may be so busy that he may not care immediately the bhaktas. But Ammavaru Chandrasekhara Bhaktarti Bhanjana Jai Namo Namaha. She is the Bhanjana Kartri, even those of the devoted to Shiva, she is not having any jealous or ego. Oh, ನಮ್ಮ ಗಂಡನ ಗಂಡನಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ನೀವು ಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರು ನಾನೇ ಕಾಫಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು, nothing like that. So the man and woman of the house, Gruha Lakshmi and Gruhapati, both are responsible to make the Atiti Puja. So that is how our Indian culture is there. Therefore, she is Durga, and moreover, Kshama. Kshama is Bhudevi. Kshama is known for absolute patience. There is no parallel at all for the patience that Bhudevi understand. Bhumirdhenurdharani Lokadharini. Lokadharini gives an attribute to her that she, whoever, whatever, however, living upon her, she is the caretaker of them. She is the health carer, and she gives you the oshadhis, the food and medicine and protection and all that. So Kshama, and causing all peace in mind, Shiva, and works like a Dhatri, providing the courage and intelligence, etc. And not only when people are living on the ground, but she is also pleasing the gods. Swaha, Swahakaras are done, and the gods get really elevated because of the Swaha. Then Swadha is Pitru Devatas. How many gods are there? So many are Pitru Devatas. But for convenience, we always count upon them to be 33 gods, 33 Pitru Devatas, and Pitru Devatas will come annual, and all the other gods will also be every time present to sustain the life of the people. So to such Mahadevi, on Durgashtami, Maharnavami, and all these days, we have enough in our own capacity, in our own economic status, worshipped Devi, and she is now live to protect us, and we are just following that. And now in the session that we are going on, we are in the first chapter of that is called Prathama Charitam, where she is taken to be as Mahakali, because Kala, Kali. Maha is the time is the only one factor which governs any and everybody in the world. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಈ ಟೈಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸಲು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಕಾಲಾಯ ತಸ್ಮೈ ನಮಃ, ಕಾಲಾಗ್ನಿರುದ್ರಾಯ ನಮಃ, ಮಹಾಕಾಲಾಯ ನಮಃ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಈ ಮಹಾಕಾಳಿ ಸ್ವರೂಪಂ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟು, ಅಂಡ್ ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಇನ್ ಬೆಂಗಾಲ್, ಅಮ್ಮವಾರು ದುರ್ಗಾ ಈಸ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಲುಕ್ಡ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ಎಸ್ ಎ ಮಹಾಕಾಳಿ. And in Dhavaleswar, there is a beautiful temple of Mahakali, to which our Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was a Purohit. And later on, we have people are very strict whenever they meddle with that Mahakali or so Mahakala, because therefore you observe in Ujjaini, Mahakala Kshetram, you find Kapalikas, Bhairavas, etc., all Shiva Bhaktas or Shiva followers, they are all coming and be there in trance. I have seen such time. Now the Mahakala temple in Ujjaini is modern, but earlier in 70s, 60s, 50s and so on, you observe so many Kapalikas and Bhairavas, etc. They used to come and lean to the tree or something and sit on the sandy place, because nearby is the Sipra river in Ujjaini, Mahakala Kshetra. So they just go into trance and keep on doing it. So that's why they are called Swadha Namostute. So Ammavaru is like that. And as we noted already, we don't want to spend more time on what we have covered. So Suratha and Samadhi, a Kshatriya Maharaja and a rich Vaisya merchant, both of them got deserted by their own kith and kin and everything. So they could not stay in the house because they are not respected. See, etra nasti gauravam tatra vastum maha. It's very difficult to live at places where you are not respected, where you are not taken care. So ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, they have come to this meet that Swamiji, and that Muni, so the Vipra, who is the Mipra? He is a really learned scholar, and that Vipra knows all that because she is a solution maker, and she has her representatives also upon the earth to guide people. They're all Medhavis, they're all Tapaswins, they're all Sadhus, they're all called spiritualists, Vedantins, Brahmavadins. Oh God, that's what. See, next year, next month, I mean December, we are going to have a beautiful deliberations upon or speeches on the theme annual day, 30th annual day. 3 decades have gone through our Nada Veda Kendra. Hundreds of wonderful scholars have shared their knowledge, and some of their knowledge has also been um, made permanent in our Veda Ganga volumes 29. Now the 30th volume is peeping. So it is all knowledge based, no advertisements, nothing like that. Pure knowledge. Every page is a knowledge for us. So there we are talking about the spiritualists and Vedantins, Brahmavadins, and Bhaktas, great saints like Chagaraja. So we have so many people because of all of their contributions. We are now what we are. If we ignore all that past and Indian heritage, we are at loss because alpascha, see, they said alpascha kalaha bhavascha vignaha. The time allotted for every being upon the earth is very limited. People think, oh, istu time ide, istu varsha ide, who knows what happens next moment. ಸೊ ಈ ಮೊಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಯೋಚನೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮೊಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. And it's Ascharya and Ascharya. In fact, my personal experience also is there. I had actually announced Subramanya Swami Homam, Lalita, Soundarlari Homam, Ganapati Homam, and all that. But on Sunday, but on Saturday, I was to go and get admitted in the hospital for heart problem. So I did not know that. I have so many people came, Papa, ಬಂದು ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. That's why ಕಾಲ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. Time is not. So Mahakali Swarupadalu avariದ್ದಾರೆ. So when both of them went and put their idea, what is that problem that these people have got? The mind is something which is not under control. That's why I say dukkha yenme manasaha swachittayattatam vina mamatvam gatarajyasya rajyangatve khileshavi. Ayam cha nikritah putradharaihi vruchaihi तथोज्झितः स्वजनेन च संत्यक्तः तेषु हार्दी तदाप्यते. హార్ది అంటే తల్లిదండ్రులకి మనస్సు ఎప్పుడు పిల్లల మీదే ఉంటుంది. వాళ్ళు ఏం చేసినా కూడా, వెదర్ హీస్ ఎ థీఫ్, హీస్ ఎ రాబర్ or whatever be the way, they have a lot of perfection and support for the children. That's the whole problem. That mohagarta is there into which all parents are fallen. But the children, as they grow up and as they pick up new and new relations, they don't much care. But those children are great when they do remember their parents, when they are dependent upon them. Santi santaha kiyantaha, Bhartwari says, paraguna paramanun parvati krutya nityam. Nijahurdivika santaha, santi santaha kiyantaha. How many santas are there in the world who are always taking care of themselves at the same time the others? So they say Hrudi, the Hrudayam, heart, is not able to be peaceful. So what should be done? Then you observe Vishveswarim Jagadhatrim Sthiti Samharakarinim Nidram Bhagavatim Vishnu Atulam Tejasa Prabhu. So they went on praising that Parameswari and the gods. The Madhukaitava Rakshasas, the story that he's telling, Madhukaitava Rakshasas were so encroaching, I should say, that they wanted to be everybody. Even the creation that Brahmadeva is doing, they wanted to capture and take hold of it. And he can get the position only when the authority of the creation is being killed. See, so many kings have been killed by ministers or other people just to capture the land and people and also the ladies in the house, in the harem. So we have got number of stories like that. How the Senadpati or the ministers in earlier days, we used to have classical movies where the kings are depicted, their lifestyles are depicted, problems are depicted, and how the wicked people like Kauravas are there in the same community of the Rajyam, and they try to drive away. It's all that natural, because the Yadevi Sarvabhuteshu Trishna Rupena Samstita Namastasya. That Trishna, the Asha is there, which make people really suffer also. See, those people who entertain more and more Asha or more and more Trishna, they have no satisfaction. Therefore, when the Badhukaita Rakshasas attacked Brahmadeva, and Brahmadeva had no option but submit himself to the father, because Piteva Putran Rakshati Agnihi anta ಇದೆ. Ayurdagne Havisha Jushano घृतप्रतीको घृतमन्ववेदि घृतं पीत्वा ಮಧುಚಾರುಗವ್ಯಂ ಪಿತೇವ ಪುತ್ರಮಭಿರಕ್ಷತಾದಿವಂ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ದಿ ಫಾದರ್ ಅಗ್ನಿದೇವ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. If not Agni, there is no life at all anywhere in the world, in the universe. Therefore, even the gods are also described to be Agni Mukhavai Devaha. And all gods have got Agni in them, and they keep Agni as their representative, and through Agni only they get their dining table filled, and through Agni only they are able to get food for their existence. That's why Yajna Bhagaha are being delivered. When you say Chandraya Swaha or and Vishnave Swaha, so all these gods are getting their share of food and their sustenance because of Agni. Therefore, that creation is important, and Madhukaitabhas wanted to attack and all that. Then there was no other alternative but ask or make prayer to his father, Narayana. Unfortunately or fortunately, he was sleeping. Not ordinary sleep that anybody would have it. It is a Loga Nidra. That Nidra Devata, Mahakali. So they made, then Brahmadeva understood that ordinarily he will not be accessible. So he has to make, because anything is accomplishable when you submit yourself to them with devotion, with Vinayam. That's why Vinayamu anedi maha powerful. And you get that Vinayamu itself is a tapas. Tapasa Brahma Vijignasasva is one formula which our Taittiriya Upanishad gives. And another formula is Tannama Ityupasita Pratishthavan Bhavati is Taittiriya Upanishad also, telling you for any and everything from which you want to derive some kind of benefit, you have to bow down your head. ಅಯ್ಯ ಪೆನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪೆನ್ ಕೊಡಪ್ಪ, ನಾನು ಸಂತಕ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ಪೆನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಲೋ ಪೆನ್ ಕೊಡೋ ಅಂತ ಜೋರು ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಹೋಗೋನು ಅಂತಾನೆ. ನೋ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ದ ವಿನಯಂ ಈಸ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಪೂರ್ವಕವಾಗಿ, ಸ್ತೋತ್ರಪೂರ್ವಕವಾಗಿ ಆ ನಿದ್ರಾದೇವಿಯನ್ನು ಆ ವಿಷ್ಣುವಿನ ಕಣ್ಣುಗಳಿಂದ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರೋ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಕಷ್ಟಗಳು ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನಾ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ವೇ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಲರ್ನ್. ಯತ್ರ ಯೋಗೀಶ್ವರ ಕೃಷ್ಣೋ ಯತ್ರ ಪಾರ್ಥೋ ಧರಃ ತತ್ರ ಶ್ರೀಹಿ ವಿಜಯೋ ಭೂತಿ ಧ್ರುವ ನಿ ಇತಿ ಮತಿ ಮಮ. ದಟ್ ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಇಸ್ ಗುಡ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಟು ಅಸ್. ದೇರ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಎ ಗುಡ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ and a sincere worker. When they both work too, then there will be bhuti, aishwaryam, then there will be success. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಈ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮದೇವ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದಾನೆ, ಆ ಮಹಾಕಾಳಿಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾನೆ. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಟು ಡೂ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಯೋಗ ನಿದ್ರಾಂ ತಾಂ ಏಕಾಗ್ರ ಹೃದಯ ಸ್ಥಿತಃ ವಿಬೋಧನಾರ್ಥಾಯ हरेः हरिनेत्रकृतालयां विश्वेश्वरीं जगद्धात्रीं. I'm just reading the sloka number 70, 71. We have come up to that. And so who is that Parameswari means she has taken a residence in the eyes of ವಿಷ್ಣು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಕಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅವ್ರ ಕಣ್ಣು ನೋಡು ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಆ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬಂದಮೇಲೆ ಕಣ್ಣು ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿ ಸೀಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಲೀಪ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಐ. ಸೊ ಕಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಕಹ ನೇತ್ರಕೃತ ಆಲಯ ಅಂದರೆ ರೆಸಿಡೆನ್ಸು, ಮನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ನಿದ್ರಾದೇವಿ ತನ್ನ ಮನೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಶರೀರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಕಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಕಣ್ಣು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ ಏನೈದೆಯೋ ಹೆಂಗಾಗಿದೆಯೋ ಏನೋ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ವೆನ್ ಯು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಐಸ್ ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ದಿ ದಿ ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಲ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಕಣ್ಣು ತೆಗೆದು ಯೋಗ ಮಾಡೋದಲ್ಲ, ಕಣ್ಣು ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯುವರ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಚೇತನಾ ಶಕ್ತಿ. ಸೊ ಯಾರು ಮಹಾದೇವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ವಿಶ್ವೇಶ್ವರಿ, ಜಗದ್ಧಾತ್ರಿ, ಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಸಂಹಾರಕಾರಿಣಿ ನಿದ್ರಾ. ಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್, ಸಂಹಾರ ಅಂದರೆ ಅನ್ಹಿಲೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಲೀಪ್. ಕಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ನಿದ್ದೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ಹೊರಟೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಜನರು. ರಾತ್ರಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಸರಿಯಪ್ಪ ನಾಳೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ನೋಡೋಣ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು. ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ಗಿವನ್ ಟು ಅಸ್ ಬೈ ಗಾಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಬೋನಸ್. ಮುದುಕರಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋಬಾರ್ದು, ನೀವು ಮುದುಕ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆಯಾ ನಿನಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಂತ. ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಎನಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಎನಿಬಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕನ್ ಬೈ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಆರ್ ಬೈ ಯಮಧರ್ಮರಾಜ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಜರ ಅಮರವತ್ ಪ್ರಾಜ್ಞ ವಿದ್ಯಾಮರ್ಥಂಚ ಜಾಧಯೇತ್ ಗೃಹೀತ ಇವ ಕೇಶೇಶು ಮೃತ್ಯುನ ಧರ್ಮಮಾಸರೇತ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಮೃತ್ಯು ಬಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕೂದಲನ್ನು ಹಿಡಿದಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಇವಿಲ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನೋ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಟು ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್. ಸೊ ಕೇಶಂ, when if you want to rescue any person drowning in the water, you cannot catch hold of his hand or anything like that. You have to hold his hair and pull him out. ಅದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. ಹಾಗೆ ಮೃತ್ಯುನ ಧರ್ಮಮಾಚರೇತ್ ಅಂತ. ಆ ಮೃತ್ಯು ಬಂದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನೀನು ಧರ್ಮ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬರೋ ಯಾರು ನಿದ್ರಾದೇವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಸಂಹಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ. ಆಲ್ ಗಾಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸಸ್ಟೈನರ್ಸ್, ಆಲ್ ಗಾಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟರ್ಸ್. ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಲ್ ಗಾಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಕಿಲ್ಲರ್ಸ್. ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ದೇವರು ಅಂದರೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಉದ್ಧಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ದೇವರೇ ಅನುಗ್ರಹ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಧೆಗಳಿಂದ ದೂರ ಹೋಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅವ್ರು ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮೃತ್ಯುಂಜಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಮೃತ್ಯುಂಜಯ. ಆ ಮೃತ್ಯುಂಜಯ ಅನ್ನುವಾಗ ಮೃತ್ಯು ದೇವತಾ ಸದಾಶಿವ ಮೃತ್ಯುಂ ನಮಾಮ್ಯಹಂ. ಆ ಮೃತ್ಯುಂಜಯ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಇದರ್ ಟು ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಫೆಲೋ ಹೋಮ್ ಆರ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಹಿಮ್ ಟು ಹಿಸ್ ಓನ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅತುಲಾಂ ತೇಜಸ ಪ್ರಭು. ಆ ತೇಜಸ್ಸೆಲ್ಲ ಡಲ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ತಾಯಿ ಯು ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬೀಟ್ ಹರ್, ಯು ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಫೈಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಹರ್ ಅಂಥ ತಾಯಿ. now onwards we have got the praise from 71 onwards, and it's a very powerful stotram. Om Shivalingaya, everybody tell Om Brahmovacha.
ಓಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮೋವಾಚ. ಓಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮೋವಾಚ.
ಸ್ವಾಹಾ ತ್ವಂ ಸ್ವಧಾ ತ್ವಂ ಹಿ ವಷಟ್ಕಾರಃ ಸ್ವರಾತ್ಮಿಕಾ.
ತ್ವಂ ಸ್ವಾಹಾ ತ್ವಂ ಸ್ವದಾ ತ್ವಂ ಹಿ ವಷಟ್ಕಾರ ಸ್ವರಾತ್ಮಿಕಾ. ತ್ವಂ ಸ್ವಾಹಾ ತ್ವಂ ಸ್ವದಾ ತ್ವಂ ಹಿ ವಷಟ್ಕಾರ ಸ್ವರಾತ್ಮಿಕಾ.
ತ್ರಿಧಾ ತ್ವಮಕ್ಷರೇ ನಿತ್ಯೇ ತ್ರಿಧಾ ಮಾತ್ರಾತ್ಮಿಕಾ ಸ್ಥಿತಾ.
ಸುಧಾ ತ್ವಮಕ್ಷರೇ ನಿತ್ಯೇ ತ್ರಿಧಾ ಮಾತ್ರಾತ್ಮಿಕಾ ಸ್ಥಿತಾ. ಸುಧಾ ತ್ವಮಕ್ಷರೇ ನಿತ್ಯೇ ತ್ರಿಧಾ ಮಾತ್ರಾತ್ಮಿಕಾ ಸ್ಥಿತಾ.
ಅರ್ಧಮಾತ್ರಾ ಸ್ಥಿತಾ ನಿತ್ಯಾ.
ಅರ್ಧಮಾತ್ರಾ ಸ್ಥಿತಾ ನಿತ್ಯ. अर्धमात्रा स्थिता नित्या
यानुच्चार्या विशेषतः
यानुच्चार्या विशेषतः यानुच्चार्या विशेषतः
त्वमेव सन्ध्या सावित्री त्वं देवि जननी परा
त्वमेव सन्ध्या सावित्री त्वं देवी जननी परा त्वमेव सन्ध्या सावित्री त्वं देवी जननी परा
त्वया तद्धार्यते विश्वं त्वयैतत्सृज्यते जगतो
त्वयैतद्धार्यते विश्वं त्वयैतत्सृज्यते जगत् त्वयैतद्धार्यते विश्वं त्वयैतत्सृज्यते जगत्
मया एतत् पाल्यते देवी त्वमत्स्यन्ते च सर्वदा
त्वयैतत्पाल्यते देवी त्वमत्स्यन्ते च सर्वदा त्वयैतत्पाल्यते देवी त्वमत्स्यन्ते च सर्वदा
सृष्टौ सृष्टिरूपा त्वम्
विसृष्टो सृष्टिरूपा त्वं विसृष्टो सृष्टिरूपा त्वं
स्थितिरूपा च पालने
स्थितिरूपा च पालने स्थितिरूपा च पालने
तथा संहृतिरूपान्ते
तथा संहृतिरूपान्ते तथा संहृतिरूपान्ते
जगतोऽस्य जगन्मये
जगतोऽस्य जगन्मये जगतोऽस्य जगन्मये.
So in these 4 5 slokas, you see the description of the Parameswari Mahakali or the attributes or the Swarupam. Her Mahakala, Andrenu, she is having her encroachment. She is having her hold. She is having her authority on any and everything born in the world, including gods. Because Ishwari, Ishwarinam, Ishwaraha, Ishwaranam, ಅನ್ನುವಾಗ ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು there is only one Parameswara, Eka Devaha. So there is only one God. Even Rigveda declares that Mitram, Varunam, Matariswana Mahu. In that Saura Suktam, it is said that there is only single God, but he is only manifesting and working for the maintenance and sustenance and other factors or other facets of the world. So when work is over, all of them will be withdrawn into that. That's exactly you will see also in the Tatriya Charitam when the Nisumbhasura or Sumbhas were to ask, Amma, you are many, so many Shaktis are there, Varahi, Vaishnavi, Narasimhi, Brahmi, Kaumari, and all these Shakti and all that. I am alone. Now you have killed all my Sena and I am left alone. So how can I fight with such a large number of Shaktis along with you? How can I? ಅಂತ ಅವರು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಮ್ಮವಾರು she will withdraw all those Shaktis, Varahi, Vaishnavi and all that because she only got them emanated from her personality. Then again she said, ekaivaaham bhavamyatra dvitiya kamamapara pasyitan. So I am alone all the time. All these are my energies out. I take them in and I am alone singly. And you can now fight with me. So there can be mono fight or monologue or like that. So you can fight like that. Here also the Swahakara is the first one connected to the gods. If Devatas are happy, the entire world is happy. If Devatas are not happy, then the world is in trouble. That's exactly why we have got large number of vratas, Satyanarayana Vratam. The gods also follow the people who who would go astray from their own promises, from dharma and all that, in order to check them and see that they get emancipation and relief. That's why, because ದೇವತೆಗಳು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕೆಟ್ಟದಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಬಿಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಕೆಟ್ಟದಾರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸನ್ಮಾರ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡ್ತಾರೆ. Something like the parents. The parents are the first representative of the Paramatma. That's why Matrudevo Bhava, Pitrudevo Bhava, then comes Acharya. Acharya Devo Bhava. So Tai, Amma is the first tutor. Unless Amma introduces the father or the man, the baby cannot know that it is the father. So thanks to the mother or lady who delivered the baby, educating the baby at first, hey, look, that man standing near you is your father. ಅಂತ ತಾಯಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಟೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕಲಿ ದಿ ಅಫೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಿಗಿನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪ, ಅಮ್ಮಯ್ಯ, ಅಮ್ಮ ಅಯ್ಯ, put together. For any problem, ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯಂ, we always say amma ayya. So thereby you cannot say amma only when pain comes, delivery to take place from that pain. And when you have ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯಂ and other things, you say amma ayya. Hange illi tvam swaha. So you have got these mystical syllabus. They are called vyahrutis. Swaha for gods, swadha for pitru devatas, vashatkaras for extraordinary devatas, and she is swaratmika. Swara is the shabdam. See, without shabdam, there is no life and awareness at all in the world. Shabdam is a jyoti. Shabda is converting into nada. So nada is a jyoti. Nada is upasana. And nada is a Brahma. Nada is all that. So she is called as Swaratmika. Swara andre artha enu swata swayam ranjati. Simple definition is, it requires not anybody's interference. Automatically it will give enjoyment. So there are hundreds and thousands kinds of sounds. Even the bells are also prepared like that. So in New York, we met one great scholar, physicist, who has done a lot of research on sound. Sound is also one of the subjects in physics. Our manege hodaga New York alli, he had large number of bells collected from various places. China's bellu, Indian bellu, and all these things. So ಒಂದೊಂದು ಬೆಲ್ ಒಂದೊಂದು ತರಹ ಶಬ್ದ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. Even now, I had to buy one bell from America, and ತುಂಬ ಆಪಲ್ ಶೇಪಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು ಆ ಬೆಲ್ ನೋಡಿದರೆ. I got attracted when I visited this place at first time in 1993, and in the curiosity, ಅದು ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. I just thought apple bell I'll take. But when I looked at it closer, then the bell is prepared in India, made in India. So what bell prepared in India, we have not seen some shops. Emporium ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ apple shaped bell. So imagine that. And ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಸ್ವರಾತ್ಮಿಕ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿರೋ ಸ್ವರಗಳು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಭರತ ಇನ್ ನಾಟ್ಯಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ, ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ 12 kinds ಆಫ್ ಹಾಸ. ಹಾಸ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಹಾಸ, ಸ್ಮಿತ, ಮಂದಸ್ಮಿತ, ಹಾಸ, ಮಂದಹಾಸ, ವಿಕಟಹಾಸ, ಮಹಾಹಾಸ, ವಿಕಟಾಟ್ಟಹಾಸ, ಅಟ್ಟಹಾಸ. Oh God. So the dancers have got to practice mostly all the 12 kinds of hasas. So what is hasa? Is a sound and facial indication and expression. So she is called Swaratmika. Atma andre body. So how does Parameswari exist in the world? She is in the form of sound. That's why ರೂಪಂ ದೇಹಿ ಜಯಂ ದೇಹಿ ಯಶೋ ದೇಹಿ ದ್ವಿಷೋ ಜಹಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೂಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಫಾರಮ್, ಯಾವ ಫಾರಮಲ್ಲಿ ತಾಯಿ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಇನ್ ಮಹಾನಾರಾಯಣ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ ಶಬ್ದ ಸ್ಪರ್ಶ ರೂಪ ರಸಗಂಧಾ ಮೇ ಸುಜ್ಯಂತಾಂ ಜ್ಯೋತಿರಹಂ ವಿರಜಾಭಿಪಾಪ್ಮ ಭೂಯಾ ಸದ್ಗುಂ ಸ್ವಾಹ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ, ಶಬ್ದ first of all sound, then sparsha, shabda, sparsha, then rasa, tongue, and all these 5 things will come. Shabda, that's why we always make prayer. Whenever we start our Veda class, Bhadram Karne Visrunuyama Deva. So, Srunuyama and Karna. Karna is the equipment, apparatus. And Srunu is the function of that auditory power. So the audition or auditory power, auditory canal, they call it as the passage inside the ear that takes the sound inside to the brain. That's called auditory canal and ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. I don't know what's about the ear. So ear mechanism also is important, ENT. And in Saundarya Lahari, Shankaracharya talks about the ENT care also. That is called ear, nose, and then throat. ಈ ಕೇರ್ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಗಳಹಾರೇಖಾ ತಿಸ್ರಃ. Some slokas are there where he makes a prayer to Ammavaru to take care of the ENT also. And those people who got ENT problems should recite the sloka number of times. So, and Vashatkaraha, Vashat is a Paramatma. And then availability, accessibility, and adaptability to all beings in the world is called Vashat. That's why in Vishnu Sahasranama, no other Namaskara is there. Only one Namaskara in Vishnu Sahasranama. You observe. And in Lalita Sahasranam, there is no Namaskara at all. Namo Devi, Mahadevi comes only in the Durga, comes only in the Saptasati and all that. But Ammavariki, Lalita Sahasranamlo, Namaskaram kosam waste చేయలక్కర్లే. అమ్మకు నమస్కారం. అమ్మ అంటూనే ఆ అమ్మ శబ్దంలో మాతృ శబ్దంలో any and everything is being clubbed in or in box. So Amma is in box in which where everything is there, everything is received and everything all that. Therefore, Lalita Sahasranamam does not contain Namaskara or Vashat. Only Vishnu Sahasranam has got one Vashatkara, Namaskara. That's only the first itself. Om Viswam Vishnu Vashatkaraha ಭೂತ ಭಾವ್ಯ ಭವತ್ ಪ್ರಭು. ನೋಡಿದ್ರ ಈ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನಲ್ಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ರಭು ಅಭವತು. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಭು ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಿ ಸೀಟೆಡ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಥ್ರೋನ್, ಆಸಂದಿ, minimum qualification is the king must be loved by all people. That's why our Yajurveda in Soma Yaga, it is instructing that Visiraja Pratisthitaha, where does the king get established? Only among the people, by the people, for the people, and also that people are important. That's why our government requires democracy. Demo andre man, crasy means the ruling. So unless the people elect, nobody can remain on the seat. When they don't vote, they are done. That's why Vishnu is the par excellence deity. Vishnu Paramam Padam adu ondu. Amele Antimaha Vishnu. In one of the suktas, it is said that Antimo Devaha Vishnu. Who is Vishnu? Antima Deva. Antima andre the goal, final goal. There are so many small and chota mota goals are there, but the finality of the goals is Vishnu himself. That's why in one of the mantras, Antimaha goal, Antimaha Vishnu anta. Hange ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಈ ವಷಟ್ಕಾರ ಶಬ್ದ ಅನ್ನೋದು ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮದಲ್ಲಿ there are 140 ಶ್ಲೋಕಾಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಶ್ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಹಾಕಿದರೆ ಅವನು ವಷಟ್ಕಾರಣ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಯೋಗ್ಯ. ವಷಟ್ಕಾರ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಯೋಗ್ಯ means anytime, anywhere, however, you have to remember Vishnu, and Vishnu Smarana is making you relieved of so many kinds of problems and difficulties. Therefore, Vishnornukam Viryani Pravocham. I don't want to talk much about Vishnu. So Vashatkara is that. And of course, and Sudha. Sudha is Amrita. In the Panchadasakshari Mahamantra, Sri Vidya Mahamantra tells you that she is Amrita Varshini. Amrute, Amrutodbhave, Amrita Varshini, Amrutam me Sravaya, and like that. And Akshara, she is not Kshara. All people go away, including Brahma, Vishnu, Maheswaras, but she is only one who remains constantly. That's why Maha Pralaya Sakshini. Sada, because of Gauri, he married Shiva, he became Sadashiva, wherein he has got opportunity to dance while Pralayam is going on. So Pralaya Tandava, he does it. When Shiva is making Pralaya Tandava, she will be the first spectator. Maha Pralaya Sakshini. Because unless a spectator is there, the dancer or a singer won't be very happy. There should be audience. If not, even the walls of the hall themselves will be the good audience for people. That's why one of the great scholars will say that if nobody is there in your speech, speak to all. That's what I used to do sometimes in our 206 Kendra. Anyway, so Akshare and Nitye, she is never disappearing. She is constantly on with us. Something like our breath. See, ನಮ್ಮ ಉಚ್ಛ್ವಾಸ ನಿಶ್ವಾಸಗಳು ನಿತ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. You cannot expect any kind of cessation or stoppage or anything like that. 72 times they have beatings should go. That's why it is called Nitya. And moreover, in Lalita Sahasranamam, you see Nitya Shodasika Rupa Srikantha Saririni. So Srikantha Ardha Saririni, she is the having form 50% borrowed or occupied or authoritatively pulled out in the Shiva's body. So Nitya, she is Salita Parameswari, Trikonaga at the center, and our we should thank our Kendra member who brought that Nitya Shodasika Rupa photo and presented, framing it to our Kendra. We have been having a lot of that. Even today, that is our Kendra's logo. That is Nitya. So Amavaru is there, surrounded with who are that Nitya Devatas. So anyway, you understand, I want you to know that every word in this Durga Saptasati is a Veda, is a Upanishad, is a Tantra, is a Mantra, is a Yantra, and is Yoga. Therefore, Nitye and Tridha Matra Atmika. So, Amavaru Matra andre time duration. That is Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati, Mahakali. And also we have got Sattva, Raja, and Tamas. And 3 is the most important thing. Minimum ಏನಂದ್ರೆ 3 important. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ in our Satabada Brahmana, Yajurveda, it is said, Mata, Pita, Putraha, 3. Then Purnaha, Purushaha, Yamanta. A Purusha will be Purna when he has got a child. So, mother, father, and children. This is family, samsara. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಮ್ಮವಾರು ಕೂಡ, she is also Tridha. She, Sadashiva, and Ganapati or Subramanya or Bala Tripura Sundari Bala. So ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಸೇರಿಬಿಟ್ಟು, that's why she is called Tridha and Tridha and Matra Atmika. See, Shabdatmika, Matra Atmika. Shabda has always the Matra time duration. A, I, E, like that. So when you utter all these letters, you got in Samaveda, we have got Saptaswara Gayana. See, 7 swaras. In Rigveda, Atharveda, and Yajurveda, we have got 3 matras. Therefore, whenever you want to learn Rigveda mantras or Yajurveda or Atharveda, you have to, the student has to repeat 2 times. When you are learning Samaveda, you have to repeat 3 times. Because Swaratmika, say Sapta Swarali, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಏನು ಯಜುರ್ವೇದ ಬುಕ್ ಸಾಮವೇದ ಬುಕ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ಅಂತ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ನಾದವೇದ ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಕೇಂದ್ರ, we had Gauripati, who a railway chief engineer who has by hearted more than 200 samans, and he used to stay retired railway chief engineer. He used to come from Kengeri, take classes in Bhagavat Bhavan, Ma Anandamayi Bhagavat Bhavan, and for a long time he taught us around 10 samans. Every Tuesday he used to come and teach us from 4 to 5, 6 o'clock. Well, that way our Veda Adhyayana Kendra has got Swarna Yuga in the sense that so many scholars have contributed to the knowledge on Veda, palmistry, astrology, yoga, tantra, vastu, and all that. So that way the highly popular participant, as we see in whose house we performed, she was one student for this astrology, and she was telling, sir, homeopathy classes also. In fact, we called homeopathy doctors also, and Ayurveda doctors also start a clinic and do some kind of clinical job to people who are interested. So in that manner, our Veda Adhyayana Kendra has multidisciplinary activity in that. So here you see, observe, Yan Ucharya, no, and again in the next sloka, 74, we see that Tvameva Sandhya Savitri. Note that Sandhya and Savitri, again, these are the two concepts. In Saundarlahari, one full sloka is there where she is taken to be Sandhya Devi. What is Sandhya? The Bhru Madhya, the one bro, between the two bros, there is the point, Bindu. ಅದು ಸಂಧ್ಯಾ. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದಲೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆ ಸಂಧ್ಯಾದೇವಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಸಾವಿತ್ರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಾವಿತ್ರಿ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಸವಿತ್ರಿ. ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಇಂಪೆಲ್ಲರ್. ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಹೂ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೈರ್ಸ್. ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಚೇತನಾ ಶಕ್ತಿ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ವಿ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಎ ಪ್ರೇಯರ್ ಇನ್ ಗಾಯತ್ರಿ ಮಂತ್ರ. ಧಿಯೋ ಯೋ ನ ಪ್ರಚೋದಯಾತ್. ದಿ ವರೇಣ್ಯಂ ಭರ್ಗಃ ದೇವಸ್ಯ ಸವಿತುಃ ಧಿಯಃ ಮೆಡಿಟೇಟ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ಧೀಮಹಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಧಿಯೋ ಯೋ ನಃ ಪ್ರಚೋದಯಾತ್. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಬುದ್ಧಿಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರಚೋದನೆ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಮಂದವಾದರೆ ದೆನ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಅಪ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಈ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಪ್ರಚೋದನ ಅನ್ನೋದು ವೆರಿ ಗ್ರೇಟ್. ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಸ್ಕಾಲರ್ಸ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೋ ದೇರ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್, but still they are able to lay their hands on various branches of knowledge. This morning I had to see the doll exhibition by Aswin in London. He has given us a talk on the Akshara Vidya and all that. So he is going to present the video to us. Then you understand how our Indian knowledge contributed by the various sages have been the lodestar or the lighthouse to all of us who are just wading through the life. Savitri, and again Parajanani Devi. See, ಅಮ್ಮಲಗನ್ನ ಯಮ್ಮ ಮುಕುರಂಬಲ ಮೂಲ ಪುಟಮ್ಮ ಬಿಡಾರ್ ಅಂತ ಪೋತನ ತೆಲುಗಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಭಾಗವತದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಮ್ಮಲಗನ್ನ ಅಮ್ಮ ಅಂತ. ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮದರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮದರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಜನನಿ ಪರಾದೇವಿ. ಈ ಅಮ್ಮವಾರು ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪರಾಜನನಿ. ಶಿ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮದರ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮದರ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮದರ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮದರ್ಸ್. And no, all mothers are secondary before the mother. That's why we call her as a Dhatri. Dharayati karmanaha. Sometimes mother becomes unable to attend to the children because of number of reasons. But this mother, that Durga Parameswari is a mother who is never having that kind of change in her. She is called Nitya, Parajanani, Savitri, and Sandhya. Sandhya andre joints. Everybody picks up joint pains. And ಆ ಕಾಲು ನೋವು, ಆ ನೋವು, ಈ ನೋವು ಅಂತ ಏನೇನೋ ನೋವುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಆ ನೋವುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಮಾಡೋ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಯಾರು ಅಂದರೆ ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರಿ. When there is no pain in your body, you don't remember that you have got a body at all. You remember only your work. Supposing your body is having one part or the other member or the other paining, then you remember, oh, my head is aching, my hand is like aching and all that. No ache at all. Ache-free day, the deity is Durga Parameswari, Paradha, Paramata, Parajanani. And more, because she has enough preparation, qualification, enough strength, enough inner ability, enough all that imbibed endowments in her. What is she then? What is her work? Her work is being told to us in 75th sloka. Ayam amma tvaya dharyate visvam. 1. ತ್ವಯಾ ಸೃಜ್ಯತೆ ಜಗತ್ತು 2 ತ್ವಯೈತತ್ ಪಾಲ್ಯತೆ 3 ತ್ವಮತ್ಸ್ಯಂತೆ ಚ ಸರ್ವದಾ. ಸೊ ಈ 4-5 ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸು ಆರ್ ದಿ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದುರ್ಗಾ ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫುಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್. ಧಾರ್ಯತೆ, ಸೊ ಧಾರಣಾ ಶಕ್ತಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಗೈನ್ ತ್ವಯೇತ ಸೃಜ್ಯತೆ, she is one who is in the kitchen to prepare lot of manu, to prepare everything, manufacturing. So any lady of a good house is called as Griha Lakshmi because the entire house management, house arrangement, how interior decoration, everything depends upon the lady of the house. ಸೊ ಗೃಹವನ್ನು ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ಗೃಹಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ, ಗೃಹದೇವ್, ಗೃಹ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ, ಈ ಎರಡು ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಮನೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಾದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೋ ನಿಮ್ಮವರು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆಯಾ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯ. ನಾಟ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿ ಥ್ರೋ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ಟರ್ ಸ್ಕೆಲ್ಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 6 and 7s, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಅಗ್ಲಿ. ಅಂಥ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ದೇವಿ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀದೇವಿ ಶುಭ್ರಾ. She is always pure, pure and pure. She loves pure. Wherever there is purity and cleanliness, cleanliness is next to godliness. And therefore, she is one who is able to dharyate visvam and srujyate visvam. Now, see, whatever is created has got to be maintained. ಮನೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದರೆ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಇಲ್ಲ. You have to clean it up, you have to drive it, you have to keep the engine trim, you have to supply petrol, you have to take it, you could make it run on the road, you have to, lot of things are there. Ammaya. Otherwise, supposing you just park your car in our house, in our portico, it is investment, dead investment ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಅದೇ ಡಬ್ಬು, ಅದೇ ಕಾರ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಬ್ರದರೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಯು ಗೇನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಮನಿ. ಬಟ್ ಕಾರ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ ಪಾರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಏನಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಪಾಲನಾ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಯೂಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಪಾಲ್ಯತೆ ತ್ವಮತ್ಸ್ಯಂತೆ ಚ ಸರ್ವದಾ. ಅದು ಏನು 1 or 2 days ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅಕೇಶನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸರ್ವದಾ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಲಿ. ವೆದರ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ದೇರ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ಡ್. One of our Kendra members, when we visited India for a little time, he spared his car and driver because he is in other countries. So he spared his car and driver and all that comfort to us when we came there and all that. Let me say that though he is not himself using it, he is making it to use palyate. That is, others can use it for advantage and all that. So Amavaru, the entire Jagat is her. Jagat means what? Jayate, Gachate. So those people, in the world, people are born, people die also. Janana Marana Pravaha Rupam Jagat. ಈ ಜಗತ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಜನನ and ಮರಣ ಪ್ರವಾಹ. Nobody can continue to live in this world. Nobody can continue to be born constantly on this earth, because there are 87 lakhs species are there, and 14 bhuvanas are there, 7 lokas are there. So you cannot have the location also fixed by it. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಆಸೆ, ಬರೋ ಜನ್ಮಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನೀನೇ ನನ್ನ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಆಗು, ನೀನೇ ನನ್ನ ಗಂಡ ಹಾಕು ಅಂತ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋದರೆ ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಯ್ತು. Once you leave the body, you have no control. Something like the going beyond the gravitational pull. ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಪುಲ್ ಮೀರಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. You know that those astral bodies which go beyond the gravitational force, they cannot have the stability at all. ಭೂಕಂಪ ಬಂದರೆ ನೋ ಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲಿಟಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅದರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ all that. And also, not only that, in the next sloka, I got Visishtau Sushtirupa, Stitirupa, Palane, Tadha Samhritirupa, Ante. Asya Ante Jaganmaye Jagataha. Who is this Durga Parameswari? She is called Jaganmaya. Maya ಅಂದರೆ ಪೂರ್ಣಂ. ಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ, ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಈ ಜಗತ್ತನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಿಕೊಂಡಿರುವ ಮಹಾತಾಯಿ ಯಾರು ಅಂದರೆ ಅಮ್ಮವಾರು. ನಾವು ತುಂಬಿಕೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆಫೀಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ, ಬೆಳಗ್ಗಿಂದ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ. ಅವಾಗ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಮನೆ ಯಜಮಾನ. ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಒಬ್ರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಸಾಂಸ್ಕ್ರಿಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರು. ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಕೇಳಿದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಾಪ ನೋಡೋಣ ಅಂತ. ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಸಾರ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋದು ಸರ್, ನನ್ನ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ 12 ಗಂಟೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ರಾತ್ರಿ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ಅದು ನಾನು ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅವನು ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ. ನನ್ನ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ರಾತ್ರಿ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರಲಿ ಸರ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದವನು. ಆ ತರಹ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆದರೆ ಅಮ್ಮವಾರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋದು ಬರೋದು ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಎನಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವರಿವೇರ್. ಸರ್ವಸಾಕ್ಷಿ. ವಿಶ್ವತಶ್ಚಕ್ಷುರುತ ವಿಶ್ವತೋ ಮುಖೋ ವಿಶ್ವತೋ ಹಸ್ತವುತ ವಿಶ್ವತಸ್ಪಾತು ಸಂಬಾಹುಭ್ಯಾಂ ನಮತಿ ಸಂಪತು. and she is alone. Or Amavaru, Ayavaru is only son. So, Bahubhyam Namati, but she just holds any and everything into her. ಅದೇ ನಮ್ಮ ದೊಡ್ಡಮ್ಮ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸಿಕ್ಕಮ್ಮ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿಯನ್ನು ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಗಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತೋಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಈಗ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಗತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿರುವಾಗ ಆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಫಿಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ನೀವು ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಬೆರಳೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ತೆಗೆದುಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ರೇಖೆಗಳು ಮಣ್ಣಿರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಹಾಡು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ತಾರಮ್ಮಯ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಕೈಯೆಲ್ಲ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ಆ ಸೌಭಾಗ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಹಾಗೆ. ಬಟ್ ತಾಯಿ ಇದ್ದಾಳಲ್ಲ ದುರ್ಗಾ ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರಿ, ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ ಜಗನ್ಮಯ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅದೆಲ್ಲಾದಮೇಲೆ ಬರೀ ಹುಟ್ಟು ಹೋದು ಅಲ್ಲ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಮಹಾವಿದ್ಯಾ, ಮಹಾಮಾಯ, ಮಹಾವೇದ, ಮಹಾಸ್ಮೃತಿ, ಮಹಾಮೋಹ, ಮಹಾದೇವಿ, ಮಹೇಶ್ವರಿ. ಸೊ ಇದು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹೌ ದಿ ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರಿ's genesis, how Parameswari's pervasiveness, and the functions of the Parameswari having taken responsibility of the world as such, because she is world in, within, without. That's why we make a prayer, ya apavitra pavitro va sarva avastham gatopi va yasmaret pundarikaksham saha bahihi ಆಭ್ಯಂತರದ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಶುಚಿಹಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಆ ದುರ್ಗಾ ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರಿಯ ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ ಸ್ಕೆಚ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ರಿಯಲಿ ಎನಾರ್ಮಸ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನೋ ಟೈಮ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಇಟ್. ಇನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಐ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು to go through. On the 10th October, we have had a panel discussion and 5 speakers were there who spoke about the Durga Kali worship in Bengal, who spoke about the Shakti, Stri Shakti Swarupini. So what is the Shakti thing? And like that, we have got some 5 talks. I wish you go through the video and you share to our people to just get a glimpse of the characteristics of Durga Parameswari, and which is being depicted in the this Durga Saptasati, who is mainly taken as a Mahishasura Mardini. Sumbhas and Raktabija and all of them are there secondary, but Mahishasura is prime because of number of atrocities and other things that he has got. So Mahisha Mardini anta. And moreover, we are going to note down that Mahisha volunteered to give up his life to Durga Parameswari. Durga Parameswari cannot, or anybody, God cannot pull your life. He will ask you, please give me bhiksha, prana bhiksha. Something like Takshaka going to that Parikshit Maharaja. He went at first on the 7th day in the form of a Brahmin and asked him bhiksham dehi. Then Parikshit Maharaja was going to give A, B, C, D, E things. Then that Parikshit Maharaja, that Takshaka in Brahmana Vesha asked, I don't want any bhiksha, I want your prana bhiksha, your pranam as bhiksha to me. Then he understood, oh, I've been cursed and this is the time that Takshaka has come to take my life away. He said, yes, you are a guest to me, take my life. So that is the type of culture that our Indian heritage or Indian wisdom contains. So I stop here, we'll continue next. Om Swasti.
Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahabhiryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Markaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamasta. Shri Vasudevarpanamasta. Shri Veda Purushashirvadostu. Om Shri Matru Charanaravindarpanamasta. Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Namaste.
ಗೋಪಿನಾಥ್ ಅವರೇ, ಹೌ ಇಸ್ ದರ್ ಲೈಫ್? ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅಮ್ಮವಾರು?
ಗುರುಗಳೇ, ಹೌದು, ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ನನಗೆ ಈಗ ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತು ಗುರುಗಳೇ. ದೇವಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋ ರೀತಿ ತೋರ್ಸಿದ್ರಿ ನೀವು. ಅದೇ ನೀವ್ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ 10th ಅಕ್ಟೋಬರ್ದು ಅದು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರಿ. ಅದ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅವತ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಗಳು. ಮತ್ತೆ ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ. ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನಾನು ದೇವಿಗೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಶಿವ, ವಿಷ್ಣು ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಸು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಆ ರೀತಿ ನಾನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದು ದೇವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಡೈಟಿ ತರ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೇವತೆ ಅಂತಾನೆ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನೀವ್ ಹೇಳಿದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ತಾಯಿಗೆ ತಾಯಿ, ಮಾತೃಗಳಿಗೆ ಮಾತೃ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಅದು ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್ ದ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನೇಷನ್, ನಾನು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು, ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್. Nagaratna is waiting to tell something to us. Anyway, good luck, Babu. Sir.